Well, hello, and welcome to our cozy little Airbnb here in Cardiff, Wales. Since we are traveling in Wales, we figured we should introduce you guys to Welsh cakes. And these little baked goodies are really, really tasty. The other day, our Airbnb host came knocking on our door and he was like, "Here guys, I brought you some Welsh cakes." And we were like, "Awesome, that's great."
And they did not last long, let me tell you.
They did not. Oh my gosh, it was like a little pack of 6 or 8 and we devoured those right away.
I think we finished them within less than 6 hours, something like that.
Yeah. I think it was a matter of minutes, to be honest. I just gobbled mine up with tea. But yeah, and today we were walking around town and we walked past a place that was handing out samples. And I was like, ooh.
Yeah, was it called Fabulous?
Fabulous Welsh Cakes. So
yeah.
We tried some of their samples and they were so tasty that we walked right in on the spot and bought a whole bunch.
They're basically right across from the castle. They're outside of the arcade.
Yeah, so the store is located in the Castle Arcade. And they sell these. You can buy a little box or you can pick them out individually for 50 pence.
Yeah.
So we got 3 different kinds. They had traditional, they had white chocolate and vanilla, and they had almonds. So that's what we're going to be sampling.
And something really cool to keep in mind that they told me when I was paying is that every day they have the original one, but on the other days they switch up the special ones.
Yeah, the flavors change. So I imagine on some days maybe they have like chocolate chip. I think that's what she mentioned. So that'd be so cool to try. Right now we're trying to decipher the different flavors because they've all been sitting in a bag and they kind of smell like each other.
We actually can't quite distinguish it, so
maybe let's do a taste test. Once you bite into it, hopefully we can figure it out.
Okay, number 1. Let's try this one.
Let's see, what could this be?
Has a nice little dusting of sugar on top.
Yeah, they're all dusted with sugar.
These are so scrumptious.
Yeah.
I like that they look quite thin, and they might even say they look like kind of insignificant, but they're fairly heavy. Like they're denser than what you might think.
Yeah, after I ate my 3 the other day, I was actually full.
Yeah. I think this could be the vanilla one.
Yeah.
So I'll put this down here. That was tasty. Okay, let me try this one over here. This one has a lot more raisins, I think.
That might be the traditional one. The traditional one usually has raisins.
Oh man, I think it is.
Yeah.
And this one has a little bit more sugar on it. Is it ever good? Is it ever good?
Let's see if we can sniff out the hazelnut then.
All right, I'm hoping this one will be hazelnut.
Or almond. Isn't it almond that we're looking for?
Yeah, it's either it's one of the nut ones. I can't remember if it's hazelnut or almond, but let's try it. Oh yeah, there I can see some nuts.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Found it.
Wait, I think we did an okay job identifying it after all.
Yeah. And you know what? You can eat these on their own, or you can also put jam on them. So we've got some strawberry jam over here.
When you try them, I want you to spread a little jam on some of your bites. But yeah, those are delicious, absolutely scrumptious, and I would suggest definitely trying the original and then getting some of the specialty flavors of the day too, just so you can kind of compare and contrast a little bit. I mean, out of the 3, I think I like the original the most, but I also really like the almond one, and I also like the vanilla one because they just have a bit of like some subtle flavor differences. Well, we started with 6. Now we're down to 3.
3. These all look the same. Let's see what my sniffing skills are like.
And we've both been sick recently, so I don't think our sniffing skills are quite up to snuff.
I know, we're like coughing and sniffling.
We're better at coughing at the moment, but
I think this one's the vanilla one, so let's see.
Good.
Oh yeah, that's got chunks of white chocolate in there.
Right. The one that was vanilla also was white. It was like they just called it vanilla white chocolate, I think.
This kind of has like a Christmassy flavor to it.
You like that?
It just makes me think of the holidays. I really like this.
Why do you want to try that one with a bit of jam or a different one?
No, maybe I should.
Yeah, just see what Because when we've had, obviously these are different from scones, but when we've had scones, typically we put clotted cream and jam on.
Let's put some strawberry jam on top.
And we here's a bit of a sad behind the scenes. We went to 2 different grocery stores trying to find clotted cream.
Cornish clotted cream.
Yeah, and
Gone.
of all the things they had all kinds of other creams, like double cream, single cream, all these different creams, and then under the little section that said Cornish clotted cream,
It was empty.
nothing. Right. And then we even went to another supermarket to try to find it, and they were also out. So
sad. That's how much people love their Cornish clotted cream. It just flies off the shelves. This is so good. I can't believe I've already finished
it's in
one.
short demand.
Honestly, it doesn't even need the jam. It's good on its own.
Yeah.
As is.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It's sweet enough.
I agree.
So you know what? I'm going to slide this over.
Putting that over.
And keep eating my scones.
So let's see if you can guess between the original and the almond. Because I did a pretty good job because I had 6 to decipher and I was able to get 3 different ones. So that means that these will definitely be correct for you.
Almond.
Almond?
Oh my gosh. So good. Like, these look quite crumbly.
Yeah.
But they're actually quite moist in your mouth. I don't know if they're made with butter or with lard. It's usually one of the 2 ingredients. But it gives it like a nice bit of moisture. So I really like that. It's not like dry bread or anything like that. So good.
Well, now that we're down to the last one, we've brought out a friend,
a relative. This is a relative of the Welsh cake, I would say. So whenever we travel in the UK, I love eating my scones. You usually have these with clotted cream and jam. And I mean, I think most people probably just eat them in the afternoon, but I'm happy to have them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, when I first tried the Welsh cake, it kind of reminded me of the scone, even though they're clearly quite different. In terms of size.
In Canada, in the US, we had that. What was that TV show where it was Cookie Monster? So you're the scone monster.
I'm the scone monster.
You devour scones.
Yeah. And you know what? Up until this afternoon, I thought that Welsh cakes were baked in the oven, but they're not. They actually cook them on a griddle. And we saw that when we walked into the shop, and they were just preparing them out in the open.
Yeah.
So yeah, they just keep flipping them on the griddle till they're cooked.
What are the main ingredients? I
actually had to open a little file to look this up. So Welsh cakes can be made with flour, butter, or lard, currants, eggs, milk, and spices such as cinnamon or nutmeg. And sometimes instead of the currants, you can actually get raisins. Yeah. So yeah, those are the main ingredients. But yeah, you know what? In the past, I would have said scones were number 1, but having tried freshly made Welsh cakes, I'm kind of addicted to these at the moment. So I think I prefer these now.
And I think now while we're in Wales, you better continue saying that.
And while I can, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find these once we're traveling around, the UK or whatever.
So yeah, that is the last one for you to try. It's the original. So yeah, give it a go. Good?
I love these. So good. If you find yourself traveling in Cardiff or anywhere in Wales, you seriously need to try these. They are so tasty. You can have them any time of day.
Yeah.
On their own, with jam, without jam.
Exactly.
Just go for it.
And something that I want to point out too is you can get them from the specialty shop like we did, or you can also just find them in convenience stores or grocery stores.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just look for where there's a bread section. You'll find them in packages.
Track down Fabulous Welsh Cakes and maybe go several days in a row to try their different flavors and see which ones you like best.
Yeah, that's a very good tip. All right, guys, so we're going to sign off here from Cardiff, Wales. I am ending this off with my triple licorice tea. Love that stuff.
And you're a double bagger.
I'm a double bagger. It's a very potent tea because I love the taste of licorice. And anyways, yeah, these Welsh cakes just make a fabulous snack. You could turn them into a meal. You could have them any time of day. I have a feeling the best time to try them would be on a cold, rainy day. Yeah. You make yourself a hot tea, and that pretty much makes the perfect snack or little meal here in Wales. So if you're traveling in Wales, definitely try the Welsh cakes.
And maybe get some souvenirs.
Yes.
All right, ta-ta!
Ta-ta.